Today's Monday, it's the 17th of February 2025, and we're down on the Paseo Marítimo, right in the middle of where they're doing all the work, and hopefully it's going to get finished soon. Well, there are definite signs of lots of work going on, lots of workmen around that we've seen, and it is actually getting towards the end of it now. On the roadside, it is pretty much finished. We can cross the road here very quick. We've come actually down to go to the auditorium to get some tickets for a show. We went to a show on Saturday night. We went and we saw Hakuna Matata, which was really good. Really enjoyed that, and that spurred us to go and get some more tickets now for another show that's coming up in a week or two's time. Just looking at all the different things that we could be going to see. Lots of things going on here. The box office is supposed to be open. Yeah, it is open now. Orchestra. Lots of concerts, lots of things going on. Some of these things going well up into the summer and beyond. Look at the box office, I've got lots of posters of sorts of other things that are going on. What we're looking at the moment is Aladdin. Well, we've got the tickets, so we're going to have a little walk now and just see what progress has been made. We went to the football match yesterday, and Mallorca won amazingly, scored 3 goals in the first half.
These trees look really nice.
And, well, it's good to see them on a winning streak of 1. Anyway, it put Mallorca up to 7th place in La Liga, which is great. So, yeah, we're just going to walk down on this side, because you can't actually get to the other side at all to walk along. Sorry? Oh yeah. Is he early or late? Santa. No, you can't actually walk by the sea at all, really. You can get to the boats if you've got a boat, and some of those you actually need permission. And I'm guessing you can get to those, but it's not easy. So at the moment this is the promenade, and it is so much better than it was before. It's all nicely done now. The tiling's all completed. We've got a little bit of a glass wall along there, which seems to be okay. And the restaurants and bars, well, they can open up now and they can use this as part of their terrace that's within their contracts. But the work does go on down there. So when we were going to the football match, I did put the camera on the car, and we did do some videoing on the way down. And the thing I'm particularly interested in now is the bridges. So at the beginning, we've got the bridge that goes into Club de Mar, into the port area, and that bridge is going to be coming down this coming weekend, so the weekend of the 22nd and 23rd, and I'd love to get down and video it, but we've got a really hectic weekend on, so I don't think we're going to be able to do that. And the other bridge, which has been a bit of a question mark, is the one that goes across to the old Hotel Mediterranean. And well, the reason it's got a question is because the building itself is listed, and so they've got to be very careful not to damage the facade of that. But that too is going to be coming down this weekend, and they're hopefully going to get that done on Saturday morning, starting quite early, 8 o'clock, which is about as early as they're allowed to start with any noisy sort of work. And this particular weekend is going to be very noisy, apparently. Even more noisy than these diggers that we've got at the moment. But they've had to have special permission to make noisy work, especially with it being partly on a Sunday. And so they've had that permission, because they're going to be bringing in some heavy demolition gear for the road bridge that goes to the port, and for the metal bridge they've had to put some supports in to hold it. They're already in place, and they're going to cut it up in sections, and they're going to be using a technique which has been described as a diamond wire. Just let me get past the digging there. So lots of work going on here. So the diamond wire, I'm just guessing, is going to sever through the metal or the whatever's there, and they'll cut it into chunks that can be lifted and carried away. All of that work is scheduled to be done on the Saturday. So the metal bridge coming from the Hotel Mediterraneo is due to go on Saturday morning, and that will be okay. The bigger bridge is going to take a little bit more time, and so all of the Paseo Marítimo down at this end is going to be closed on both Saturday and Sunday when the work's going to be done. And so won't be able to drive down, and not sure whether I'm going to be able to get down at all. So today, because we were going to get these tickets, we thought we'd come and have a look to see maybe just a last look at the bridge that's been there all the time we've ever been here. And it used to go, a footbridge, go from the hotel to the swimming pool, which was bizarrely right in the middle of the road. So there was like a little oasis in the Paseo Marítimo, where there was a swimming pool. You couldn't really see it from the Paseo Marítimo. It was all walled off, fenced off, and I guess it was really quite nice, but still got cars and other vehicles driving past all day, so it couldn't have been a very peaceful place. And then attached to that was the social club, and the social club, after months and months of wrangling between the owners, or they weren't actually the owners, the people who leased this place, they eventually did give in, and it was demolished. So that's all gone now, and the thing that remains is this metal bridge. Getting a bit closer to it now. Yeah, don't think I'd want to be staying there at the moment, but I've just seen somebody on a balcony, but I'm not sure whether they're staying there or whether they're working there. Could well be closed with it in this condition. Yeah, I think it is all closed up, so I can see at the far end tables and chairs all stacked up. That's the Melia Victoria. This is all going to have to close, or at least this side has got to close. Maybe they could keep that, some of the far side open. I don't know. It's got to close completely at the other end because they're taking the whole place down. This is the old Tito's, now Leo's. And this is the building which used to be the Mediterraneo Hotel. It's now apartments and restaurants. So there's the Mercat 1930 at the bottom, which we went to a few months ago wasn't successful. It wasn't a good time to go. We went on an early Friday evening because we've got the girls with us, and we went in here, yeah, and it was very, very noisy, and it was obviously a place where people went after work on a Friday evening. So you know, we need to go there on another occasion. Weren't you with us? I must have gone with Adam. Anyway, this is the bridge. This is the metal structure that's going to be coming down on Saturday morning, and you can see, I'll come around and video it from the other side because the sun will be better, but they've actually got these supports that have already been put in place, ready to take this down. I guess somebody owns that apartment up there. So across there was where the swimming pool was, and just up there is where the social club was, and this is the bridge that's causing all of the issues. So it looks like it's a concrete and steel structure, supported here by some heavy scaffolding and girders, and on Saturday morning they're going to bring this steel wire machine, not steel, diamond wire machine, and they're going to cut it up into little pieces, or 3 pieces, and then it will get taken away. So hopefully that will all happen very, very straightforwardly, and it can open again. The idea is that the Paseo Marítimo will close on Saturday and Sunday, but will be open for Monday. And so when the traffic starts on Monday, it should all be open again. So the other bridge way down there is the one that goes over to the port area. So it would be really nice to be able to cross over the road and walk by the sea now. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen for a while. The whole operation here has really taken a lot longer than it should have done. It's supposed to have been finished in 2024, in the latter part of 2024, and that obviously didn't happen. They then said it would be finished by Easter, and that's not going to happen. And the new projected date is May of 2025. And I saw one councillor say that would be the definite date, and there seemed to be a really strong stress on definite. So one thing we have noticed each time we've driven along here in the last couple of weeks is that there have been a lot more people working on the different parts, different sections. So there is obviously a move. The weather's lovely. People want to be walking by the sea. People want to be using their boats. People want to come to the hotels and not have to look down on the site that's over there. And still a lot of tubing there, piles and piles of tubing, and that's to go under the ground. Looking near the Club de Mar, it's actually largely finished, and it's pretty much cosmetic work. Further up here, there still seems to be a little bit of digging and burying of tubes and pipes and things that need to be sorted out. So there's loads of red and darker coloured pipes and green pipes over there, some tubes that are piled up in the distance. And then this is actually new. This work that's going on here at the Mediterraneo is new. And it's actually by Future House, Eco Future House. Eco. Not sure what that means. So, Kenzo's a place we have actually stopped many times in the past. I suppose the one I should stay at is the one next door, Bunsen. It's not open though. I do like a good Bunsen burner. Well, I need to be looking for a table somewhere that would be in the shade. If there isn't a table in the shade, we won't be able to go. You might want to go a bit further on, because any tables that are in the shade are not going to be in the shade for very long, because they're only in the shade because there's a tree there. There's a place where you can actually cross over, but you can't walk. The only place you can go to is the bus stop. So there are bus stops all along this road now, and you have to have access to those, of course. There's the pizzeria, Can Pelut. Place is starting to open up, if they're going to be open for lunchtime. It's just after 12:30. Go inside, can do. Anissa's just checking to make sure she's got all the right tickets. She's got enough of them.
The lady couldn't believe it when I said 8.
I've actually found a really nice place to have a coffee. It's all actually set out for lunch or dinner, but it's actually called Moss, and it's right on the Paseo Marítimo, and it really is very modern, very nice. And well, once all the work's finished, we'll have a nice view out over to the boats. Well, it certainly looks a very nice spot to have a coffee.
Cheers.
Nice view. Made us very welcome here, even though we're pretty much the only people in. Anyway, cheers everyone.
Cheers.
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 Well, it was a really nice impromptu stop at the Moss restaurant, which is actually part of the Melia hotel here. So we've actually come out through the door. So it's the Melia Palma Marina. And
Very nice waiter as well.
Very, very nice waiter.
Salamanca.
From Salamanca, yeah. Telling us we should go and have a look. But he's lived here for 27 years and he doesn't sound as though he wants to go back. He's quite happy living in Mallorca. He says it's too cold in Salamanca at this time of the year. And the hotel, he says, is quiet at the moment, but that's expected at this time of the year, and things will start to pick up in the next month or two.
Those hanging in our garden, couldn't we? Big Christmas.
One constant criticism about the work is that you get to patches like this and nobody seems to be doing anything. Certainly at the beginning, at the start of the Paseo Marítimo near to Porto P, there were a lot of people working, but at this section there was no one working, and the waiter just said, you know, if you put 40 people on it, you're going to get the work done, aren't you? But there's nobody, there's one person just with a broom. Takes forever. do see this promenade though as being something that's going to be enjoyed by local residents as well as the tourists who come along as well.
What that was, did you?
It's gone now, I think.
Pardon?
I think it's gone, isn't it?
I know it's gone, I don't really see what it was now.
Bit of an institution, the Palma. Used to do lots of shows here at the auditorium, and the Palma was one of the places we used to go, either in between shows or in between rehearsals.
To watch the ballets.
Before the ballets.
So we started at 9 o'clock.
One of the big ideas of all of this promenade has been about making the space more available to the people, and it certainly looks as though that's the way it's going. All of this area, which was at one time a car park, is now a beautiful space with trees, and they've actually, I think, achieved what they intended. This is where we're going to cross the road and go back to our car. I hope you found this little video interesting, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. We can actually cross over. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.